Hello, and welcome to the Creative Edge podcast. Welcome. My name is Miss Carla Thomas. Welcome to another podcast. Today, I'll be talking about running another business venture clubs. As we know at the minute, within schools, there's after school clubs. And if you are interested in running one, you need to go through what club will be profitable for yourself. At the minute, I would say there's so many clubs that you can do, but you have to do your research to ensure that this club will be profitable for yourself. At the minute, the most popular clubs I would say that children usually go for are football clubs. I think chess clubs are also quite profitable as well. You've got coding clubs, and these clubs you need to do your research to ensure that you get the right amount of customers. You have to basically go to the school, um, share with the school your concerns and wanting to join. Offer them a club, and then what they will do, they will start running the club for you. Obviously, before you go into the school sector as well, you need to do DBS, which is so important. They have to do all these checks once you're working with children because you're going to be interacting with them. Um, Also, as well, you need to buy equipment, you need to advertise, and you need to ensure that the club is profitable because you need to ensure that a lot of children join so that you make a profit. There's no point running a club and you're not going to make a profit from it because it needs to be profitable for you. And yes, so you need to ensure that the club is profitable for yourself. I've been in a situation where I've supported someone and they had to running a club, and I was supporting them, helping them, and the person had to close the club down because they weren't making a profit. So it's very, very important because obviously, if you're running a club, if you're running it yourself, you have to either pay yourself or pay the person. So you have to buy equipment, you have to advertise the club, you have to ensure that you have enough children in the club, and you have to ensure too that the children enjoy the club so that the club can carry on for the term, because you've got the spring term, the autumn term, and the summer term, and you need to ensure that the children also return, because once they return, that means that's business for you and business for the school. And then obviously you arrange with the school how you'll be paid, whether it be at the end of the term or at the end of the month. So you basically have to do a lot of research. And like I said at the minute, because I work in the education sector by trade, I'm a chef. I've been supporting people on this venture, and I've seen that there's so many clubs that are running. And at the minute, I would say the most popular clubs would be coding. I would also say it would be coding, football clubs, chess clubs. I think these things are very, very popular. But I think coding clubs at the minute would be the most popular one. The club that I have supported is obviously Cookery Club, and at the minute that is quite popular. Yes, so this is very important. So I would say doing a club is a profitable venture, but you have to really plan, do your research, make sure that you know what you're doing, make sure you're in expertise of the club that you're running. I mean, you don't necessarily have to have expertise in that particular club, but make sure you do a lot of research. And if you're going to hire somebody to support you, make sure they know what it requires. Working with children is a plus, obviously, for myself. When I started helping out people with their cookery clubs, I was mainly, as you know, because I'm a chef, I was serving the children. But this gives you an advantage in that you're able to learn new skills. And it just gives you an all rounded chance to show people that you know what you're doing. Because obviously, when you're first starting running these type of clubs, you're going to have so many situations where you might have things happen here and there, but once you're successful doing one term, you will be able to understand the dynamics. And also, as well, if you're able to stick with one school and work with them, that's even a bonus, that's even a plus, because at the end of the day, you started a partnership with them. And then you'll be in there for however long you need to be in there for, however long the school wants you in there for, and then that's a business partnership for a life. At the end, for a life, sorry. At the end of the day, when you're running these things, you want to build good business partnerships with the school and also encourage people to know that your business is trustworthy. So I hope this information was helpful to someone today. Like I said, do your research, go online, check to see what clubs are profitable for yourself. And the area that you're going to be running the club in is so important as well. You don't be traveling too far away. Make sure that the club is quite central. Also, if you're going to get people to support you and help you, make sure the club is accessible for the people to get to. If they're local, they'll be able to just, if they're just a stone's throw from the school, they can just walk across. For some instances, sometimes you may have to travel, but at the end of the day, if you're able to get someone that lives locally, lives nearby, lives in the area, you'll be able to support you running the club. Because sometimes you might be running clubs in different schools, and your helper, your person will have to travel. So you have to bear all these things in mind when you're running these type of establishments. I hope this podcast was interesting for you today. I haven't posted in a while, but for those who come across it, please take time to listen. Please like, share, and comment. I just want to thank everyone who has taken the time to listen to this podcast today. Thank you for listening. I hope to share more informative video podcasts with people wanting to start their own business. These are just business ideas. We know a lot of people at the minute are trying to do so many things on their own right now. Working the traditional way is not the same anymore. So side hustles and other business ventures are important when running, when starting a business. Thank you for listening.